This is the QTV Nightly News coming to you from our studio on Caraba Avenue, and I am Lena Igwenyiba. Thanks for joining us. Head the news headlines. National Assembly members have approved a proposal of not less than 5 years jail term for same-sex offenders as they resume scrutiny of the Criminal Offences Bill on Tuesday. Addressing the recent summit of the feature event, Nafisa bin Shafiq, the UNICEF country representative, called on education stakeholders to introduce TVET in primary schools and madrasas in the Gambia. The Gambia National Youth Service Scheme, NYSS, officially welcomed its 15th batch of 200 young people from across the country. Ahead of the Gambia Press Union's 9th National Journalism Awards scheduled for December 7th, the organizing committee held a press briefing on awards categories, the criteria and the nomination process. Those were the headlines. Now the news in detail. Now, during the consideration stage, National Assembly members have approved a proposal of not less than 5 years jail term for same-sex offenders. This comes after parliamentarians on Tuesday resumed scrutiny of the Criminal Offences Bill 2020. And Sumana Esonyasi was in attendance and he now reports.
The Criminal Offences and Criminal Procedure Bills 2020 were promulgated by former Attorney General Abubakar Tambedu as part of a wider judiciary reform program by the Barrow administration, with a view to instituting up-to-date regulations for effective dispensation of justice. Parliament, under its approved agendas of August 28, resumed consideration stage of these two important bills on Monday. As they meticulously scrutinized the Criminal Offences Bill through various amendments, NAMs took turns to register their proposals. However, the most notable highlight of Monday's proceeding was when Parliament unanimously approved a proposal for same-sex offenders to be convicted to a jail term of not less than 5 years, further criminalizing same-sex relations, which remains a contentious issue in the Gambia. The bill also seeks to provide a clear framework for determining criminal offences and covers a wide range of topics including treason, offences against public order, duties relating to preservation of life and health, and offences injurious to the public, amongst others. Meanwhile, following its second reading in March this year, parliamentarians resumed consideration of the Criminal Procedure Bill 2020. And as they scrutinized the bill, which seeks to consolidate laws relating to the procedure, relating to the litigation of criminal cases and related matters, over 100 clauses were approved following several amendments. CDSK Njai, Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Yaya Sanyang Nam for Latrikunda, Majority Leader Bileji Tunkara, Alaji Babu Sise Nam for Sawa Sanjal, and Mohamed Kante Nam for Busumbala were among a host of parliamentarians who shared their observations.
The Director of Public Prosecution shall, in any case in which he or she declines to prosecute, at the request of the person intending to prosecute, grant the certificate referred to in subsection 2. There is no time frame.
I think we have to insert a clause whether the DPP prosecute or not. That cannot bar the private person who wants to prosecute not to prosecute, please. That is not a good law. It's not progressive at all.
Knowing how, busy the courts are, giving someone 15 days. And it's not just 15 days, within 15 days, at least. So it could be even 7 days, it could be 10 days, it could be 9 days.
I think we need to look at that. It should be then optional for the prosecutor to have, to do it at his, I don't mean to do it at his own time, but like if you're giving him, a period of 7 days, that he cannot give it out until after 7 days. That is where my problem will be.
The committee recommends to include 7 days, seven working days for the grant of the certificate. This is done to give a stipulated period of time frame. Stipulated period or time frame.
The Criminal Procedure Bill 2020 also provides for, among other things, notification of cause of arrest and rights of a suspect. While this is commendable, it is important to note that suspects found in the actual cause of the commission of an offense or escaped lawful custody may not enjoy such rights. It is expected that both bills will be approved pending completion of the consideration process. Answana Sonyasi for KTV News.
Addressing a recent high-level UN meeting at the summit of the Future event, Ms. Nafisa bin Shafiq, the UNICEF country representative, called on education stakeholders to introduce technical vocational education and training (TVET) in primary schools and madrasas in the Gambia to enhance the development of young people at grassroots level. Usman Jatta again.
Investing in young people is an investment in the future's most vibrant possibilities. Providing them with education, opportunities and guidance unlocks their potential to innovate, lead and drive positive change. Ms. Nafisa bint Shafiq, the UNICEF country representative, believes technical vocational training and education should be introduced at grassroots level.
TVET, I'm so happy to know that TVET has been really in focus, but I think we need to also start focusing on TVET at the primary school level and not only, because by the time children are reaching to the Mohurst category, many are already dropping out and they are the most marginalized and vulnerable. Let's not forget about some non-formal education platforms like madrasas and majalis, who are the most vulnerable again, and how do we offer them TVET and other services.
The Gambia government continues to collaborate with partners at both local and international level to enhance youth development. The government, through the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, launched the Skills, Innovation and Entrepreneurship Fund. The fund serves as a beacon of hope, aiming to enhance technical innovation and entrepreneurship. Youth and Sports Minister Bakari Baje reiterates the government's commitment to amplifying the voices of young people.
As a government, we are committed to continue to engage young people, to continue to listen to the concerns of young people, and we would do that at all levels, at national level, at community level, and the space is open.
The latest estimates reveal that 60% of the country's population are under the age of 25, highlighting their potential impact on the nation's future development. Ms. Nafisa bint Shafiq further emphasizes the need for young people to be at the center of decision-making processes.
That children should be part and parcel of all the decision-making, starting from the council level, budget decision, program decision, because quite often we adults make our decisions on the basis of our own perception. So we might think that what is important to have school building, whereas for children, the important might be the quality of education. Now, how do we listen to their voices from the council level or even from the village level up to the national level? That should be our focus.
For the first time, a special chapter of the Gambia's Recovery-Focused National Development Plan 2023-2027 is dedicated to the development of young people. In May this year, the Ministry of Higher Education launched the National Technical and Vocational Training Committee to uphold standards of quality, relevance and exclusivity within TVET and apprenticeship programs nationwide. TVET promotes self-employment, employability, enhanced socio-economic development and supporting lifelong learning. Usman Jatta reporting for QTV News.
Still on young people, the Gambian National Youth Service Scheme (NYSS) officially welcomed its 15th batch of 200 young people from across the country. The participants will undertake a 2-year skills acquisition training program aimed at fostering self-resilience. More in this report. The 15th batch of the National Youth Service Scheme (NYSS) commenced their journey at the Bakau Orientation Camp, where 200 youths comprising 96 males and 104 females gathered from all 7 regions of the Gambia. Over the next 2 years, these young people will be equipped with skills to enhance their employability and entrepreneurial potential. Abbas Ba, Executive Director of NYSS, outlined the goals of the training, emphasizing its importance in empowering Gambian youths with practical skills.
With this type of training, we will instill discipline, commitment, loyalty and patriotism to the young people of this country. During this whole month of program, we will also be inviting different experts to come and provide lectures and training.
Bakari Baji, the Minister of Youth and Sports, praised the diversity of participants in the 15th batch, noting the broad representation across gender, region, and ability.
We are also very delighted that again we have shown our inclusivity by ensuring that we have young people of different backgrounds, some who are from the hard of hearing, who in otherwise don't get to have these kind of opportunities. But here again, we're having young people who are migrant returnees, who are also given the opportunity to have a second chance in their pursuit for success. But we're delighted also that we have young people who are in conflict with the law and were incarcerated at one time, but having come out and come and join this program with an intention to have a proper rehabilitation.
Minister Baji reaffirmed the government's unwavering support for the NYSS, expressing his enthusiasm for seeing the core members develop into productive citizens who will play significant roles in shaping the Gambia's future.
We look forward to you successfully completing your orientation in the next 1 month and getting into several other institutions to undergo a 2-year intensive program. But we look forward to welcoming you back here in the next 2 years when you'll be ready to graduate and to go into the job market and provide the work that the Gambia needs.
The National Youth Service Scheme was initially established in 1996 to provide youth with skills to address the problems of youth employment and instill discipline in them. However, the scheme was subsequently discontinued. It was revived and relaunched officially in 2023 by President Adama Barrow. The National Youth Service Scheme is the Gambia's first youth service graduate program. It aims to reorient and empower young Gambians by providing them with marketable skills for self-employment and sustainable livelihoods. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena E. Igwenyiba.
We will now go for a commercial break. When we return, we have more local news stories. Just stay tuned.
Indian Institute of Hardware Technology Gambia Limited, one of the leading ICT training institutions in the Gambia. Enjoy a 30% discount on all programs' tuition fees if you enroll before the 10th of September 2024. Our program will start in September 2024. Our offered courses: Diploma in Introduction to Information Technology, Diploma in Database Admin, Advanced Diploma in Software Development, Diploma in Technical Support, Diploma in Multimedia, Diploma in Cybersecurity. We also offer Cisco Certified Network Administration CCNA, Cisco Certified Network Professional CCNP courses. Enroll today. Call us at 7001-968. Visit our website www.iihtgambia.gm. Connecting talent to opportunity.
Q Money and Orange Money has just made money transfer easier. Now you can send money from Gambia to Senegal directly from your Q Money wallet. So what are you waiting for? Get your Q Money account now and start sending money to your friends and families through Orange Money in Senegal now. For more information, call our customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to the future of transportation in the Gambia. The Bertel-Harding Highway, a 22-kilometer double carriageway, is set to revolutionize travel and connectivity in our beloved country. The Bertel-Harding Highway is transforming transportation in the Gambia with new roundabouts and vehicular overpasses. But safety must come first. Standing along the road or at roundabouts to flag down taxis creates unsafe conditions and unnecessary traffic jams. Remember, always board taxis at designated taxi garages or the garas located at major traffic points. Drivers stopping in no stopping zones will be penalized. Let's keep our roads clear and safe. Together, we can ensure a safe and efficient journey for all.
Welcome back, and this is QTV News. Now, hundreds of Gambians and non-Gambians gathered today at the St. Mary's Church in Banjul to pay their last respects to Mary Mam Yacine Sey, Justice of the Supreme Court of the Gambia, following her death on the 20th of August in the United Kingdom. QTV's Usman Jata attended the funeral service and burial, and he filed this report.
Mourners converged at the St. Mary's Cathedral Hall in Banjul, with faces reflecting a mixture of sadness, respect and gratitude. Justice Mary Mam Yacine Sey was the first female High Court judge and the first female Supreme Court judge in the Gambia. At the front of the hall, a large portrait of late Justice Mary Mam Yacine Sey was on display. Family members, friends and colleagues are gathered to honor the life and legacy of Justice Mary Mam Yacine Sey at a pre-burial mass. They pay their last respects with tributes highlighting her immense contributions and unwavering commitment to justice and the rule of law. Bishop Bani E.F. Manga is the head of the Methodist Mission in the Gambia.
Father of mercy, we commend our sister in the sure and certain hope that together with all who have died in Christ, she may rise with him on the last day.
The service included speeches from family members and the judiciary who spoke about her dedication, compassion and her pioneering role in the judiciary. Justice General Suleiman Jallo and Yakar Cox represented the legal community.
Throughout her esteemed career, Justice Sey demonstrated an extraordinary commitment to upholding the principles of justice and equity.
She loved judging and doing what was right in the eyes of the law. She discussed and debated issues with commitment and a sense of purpose, and never steered away from displaying an independent opinion where she felt that such an opinion was relevant to a decision.
At 1:30, a procession comprising the Bar Association family and friends headed to St. Mary's Church, about a minute's walk from the hall. Following the church service, Justice Sey's body was escorted to the Banjul Christian Cemetery, where she was finally laid to rest. The burial was attended by numerous dignitaries and members of the legal community, reflecting the profound impact she had on many lives. Her relatives described her as a dedicated professional who performed her duties without fear or favor. Priscilla Yago Sise and Nicholas William and Dauro Sey are relatives of the late Justice Sey.
Commitment with dedication. There's nothing that you'll be sure of what you get with her, because she was consistent. She was consistent in her dealings in terms of her work. You know, if you're going to her in her work, you know you're expecting someone who would engage with you in integrity, with professionalism.
He's been a family member, a wife, and a friend, and it is a great loss to all of us, to the nation.
Born and raised in Banjul in 1952, her father, Daniel George Williams, was a philanthropist, and her mother was an educationist. She began her primary education at the St. Joseph's Convent and her secondary education at Armitage in Georgetown. Upon attaining her A-level, she proceeded to Fort Bay College in Freetown, Sierra Leone, where she pursued a degree in psychology, sociology, and English. Her professional career started in September 1976, when she was appointed by the Ministry of Higher Education as a graduate teacher lecturing English, history, and literature. After achieving great strides in both her education and professional life, Justice Sey returned to the Gambia in 1984 to take up an appointment in the judiciary as a first-class magistrate. Emmanuel Daniel Diouf, Commissioner and Chairperson of the National Human Rights Commission, and Ambassador Ibrahim Andour, close associates, described the justice as a dedicated legal professional.
We really mourn her loss. Justice Justice Sey has been a very fearless judge, very independent judge, a judge with integrity. I personally remember her presiding over the April 10 and 11 case that was brought when the students were shot and many were arrested, and the case was brought before her, and she rose to the occasion.
She was a lady of dignity, integrity. We'll miss her for her candor and her integrity.
Her life has stretched beyond civic and professional duties to include a strong religious involvement in church matters. Thus, in 2019, she was appointed as the first female chancellor of the Anglican Diocese. Her remarkable achievements have made her the proud recipient of an award as Woman of Substance in the Gambia in 2017 from the American Chamber of Commerce. Also in 2017, the Gambia Bar Association presented her with an Outstanding Professionalism Award. Justice Marimam Yasin Sey's legacy of fairness and dedication will be remembered, and her place is secure in the history books. Osman Jata, reporting for QTV News.
Ahead of the Gambia Press Union's 9th National Journalism Awards scheduled for December 7th, the organizing committee held a press briefing on awards categories, the criteria, and the nomination process. The award is the most prestigious national award which recognizes the work of Gambian journalists. Momodu Gajaga attended the press briefing, and he now reports.
An award which celebrates and promotes some of the most outstanding works of journalists in the Gambia. The 9th National Journalism Awards, organized by the Gambia Press Union, will see the introduction of a new category, namely the Tax Reporting Award. Aissatou Keita is the chairperson of the National Journalism Awards Organizing Committee.
The awards constitute a pivotal component of GPU's flagship initiate activities, commemorating World Press Freedom Day, annually on the 3rd of May. However, owing to some logistical considerations and other challenges, this award ceremony is typically held on an alternative day. In recent instances, it took place on the 3rd of September in 2021, on the 2nd of December in 2022, on the 16th of December in 2023. But for this year, preparations are underway to stage the event on the 7th of December 2024.
To be eligible for inclusion, nominated entries must be unique, accurate, creative, grammatically correct, relevant, and properly presented. Here is Aissatou Keita again to tell us about the judges.
The awards committee is in the process of confirming a panel of judges consisting of independent media experts known for their unwavering integrity. Their names and detailed biographies will be promptly published on our website. These esteemed judges will be entrusted with the vital task of receiving and evaluating all entries, ultimately determining the most deserving recipients of the awards. It is also imperative to emphasize that while the GPU Awards Committee finalizes the selection of judges, we want to reassure everyone that these judges will maintain complete independence in their roles. Their decisions and evaluations will remain untouched by any external influence, ensuring an impartial and fair process.
Not all the awards will be based on impressing the panel of judges. The public will get the chance to vote.
The rest of these awards that I'm going to mention would be subject to public voting, open to the public. And these are Community Radio of the Year, Radio Station of the Year, TV Station of the Year, Online Media Platform of the Year, and Newspaper of the Year. These award categories that I've mentioned are categories that are going to be open to the public to vote. We will actually discuss when and how this voting process will be done in our subsequent publications.
The National Journalism Awards, which promotes journalistic achievement in the Gambia, will accept entries from September the 16th to October the 16th, 2024. Annette Camara, Head of Branding and Communications, tells us more.
As we prepare to honor outstanding journalists across all platforms, be it print, online, broadcast, let's say radio and television, We would also look at individuals that uphold the highest standards of ethical journalism and, of course, reporting with standards.
The GPU National Journalism Awards honor and celebrates courage and excellence in Gambian journalism across all types of news and information media, print, online, multimedia platforms, radio, television, and photography. Umudu Gajaga, KTV News.
That's all we have for you in this bulletin. Join us at 10 p.m. for another bulletin. Thanks for watching.